Is your health important? Are your family and friends important? Is your career important? Financial situation? Your religious beliefs? Your political persuasions? What's important in your life? Where do you allocate time? And is it possible that that allocation of time will share with ourselves and with other people what is actually important to us? So if I say that I want to be healthy, fit and strong, it's important to me, but I don't invest any time in being healthy, fit and strong, then couldn't that be pretty hypocritical? I'm out here with my puppy dogs. I love my dogs, but how would they know that if I didn't invest any time in them? So when I'm looking at my 24 hours in my day, it's about when are they going to exercise, when are they going to eat. I'm going to be cuddling them because they sleep with me. I have to share with my dogs how important they are to me because I invest time in them. I'm using that as an example because I'm not a parent. I was taught a very long time ago that children don't spell love, Love. For a child, love is spelt Time. A child feels loved when you invest time in them. Now, what that time is, whether it's teaching them, exercising with them, eating with them, just investing time in them as a person, is it possible that they would then feel more important, feel more special, feel more loved, which is why I'm out here with my puppy dogs. I have a gorgeous husband, but how would he know that I love him if I don't invest any time in him? And if you look at my 24 hours, as you can look at your 24 hours, because that's what we've got in common, you and I. We only have 24 hours in a day, and the amount of time that we invest or focus on the things that are important to us would then prove to ourselves that they're important, yes, but then they keep getting more important and more valuable because we invest more time in them. So I'm going to ask again, and they're the 4 things that I talk about every day and what Romax is all about and what the Max Colleges is all about. Healthy, fit and strong, career or business that you love, be financially free and have great people in your life, your relationships, your family, your friends. How do you allocate your time over those 4 areas? And if you're looking at your 24 hours in a day, could it be a really good idea, because I don't like the word time management, I just like to have a life that is happy and successful. So if I want to make sure that I'm happy and successful, how much time am I going to allocate to being healthy, fit and strong every day? How much time am I going to allocate into getting better at my career or business every day? How much time will I put into being financially free? And those two go together, obviously, because if I keep getting better at my career, at my business, am I more likely to be financially free? And the people that I love, how would they know that I love them if I don't invest any of my 24 hours into them? It's a tough call because we live in a world now where this thing that we carry around in our hand all the time takes up a lot of time. So there's a very personal and confrontational question. How much time are you, and I wouldn't call it investing or spending, I would say wasting, on looking at other people's lives, scrolling through a screen, having a look at how the rest of the world lives? If you're looking at politics from another country, if you look at what's going on with things that you have no control over, that's probably the best question. How much time do you waste every day on other people's lives when, and I hear this every day, I'm not healthy, fit and strong because I don't have time. I don't have a career or business that I love because I'm stuck in this lousy, stinking, rotten job. If you're stuck in a lousy, stinking, rotten job, could you be training and educating and getting better at something so that you can go and have a career or business that you love? Please say yes. If you are not financially free, if you're struggling for money, if you're broke, if you invest more time into learning about wealth creation, financial security, being financially free, is it possible that you're more likely to be? Now you can, and this is a really interesting question, you can spend a minute whinging, moaning and complaining about something, or you can invest that same minute, that same 60 seconds into getting better at something that you're whinging, moaning and complaining about. So if you're not healthy, fit and strong, rather than moaning about it, let's just go do something about it. And that's what I love. Healthy, fit and strong is the easiest one. Because to get fit, you've got to get puffed. To get strong, you've got to overload your muscles and bones. You can do that in a very short period of time. Career or business, there's so many things. If you want to do something, you can do it. Don't let somebody steal your dream. Don't stay stuck in a lousy, stinking, rotten job. Don't whinge and moan and complain to your family because you have a lousy, stinking, rotten job. How about do something about it? And if you invest time every day at getting better at what you do, or aiming to have a career or business that you love and getting better at that skill so that you can have a career or business that you love, are you more likely to A, be taken seriously? This is one of the things that challenges me on a day-to-day basis. People who are whinging, moaning, complaining about those 4 things. I'm not healthy, I have a lousy, stinking, rotten job, I don't have any money, and I've got terrible people in my life. But they're not investing any time in any of those areas to get better at, learn about, study about, go and do. You can study about health and fitness, but why not get puffed and lift heavy? You can talk about, oh, I'm going to do this, 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 and this with my career, but what are you actually doing to get better at it or to change your career? Financial planning and wealth creation is a simple one. There's so much information about it, but you have to apply it. It doesn't fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box. So if something is important to you, surely it needs to be revealed in your lifestyle. If you have allocated no time to your family or your relationship or the people that you love, how can you expect to have great relationships? If you've invested no time anywhere in your 24 hours into becoming financially free, how can you expect to be? If you've invested no time in your 24 hours on getting better at your career or your business or getting a new career or business, how can you expect to get out of your lousy, stinking, rotten job? And the big one, because I've gone backwards this time, is if you're not investing in your health and fitness, if you're not fit, if you're not strong, and the reverse, if you're fat, if you're weak, if you're depressed, if you're frail, how can you possibly do any of those other things? So if you're going to allocate time in your 24 hours, and that's all we've got, 24, could it be a really good idea to have a look at, I've got this 24 hours of special blank canvas. What am I going to do with that time to prove to myself and to prove to the people that are important to me that I'm actually serious about being healthy, fit and strong, having a career or business that I love, being financially free and having great people in my life? What am I doing? Not whinging about, not moaning about, not talking about. What am I actually doing to make my life better? Because I want to live my life to the max, 100%. To the max. How about you? Super duper doo. How are you? Living my life to the max. Hey puppy dogs. Woohoo!